So, have you heard of our Lord and Savior, the Buddy God? Well, look no further, for it is I, KaboChama. But you can just call me Daddy. I go by they them pronouns, so whenever you get on all fours to address me, keep that in mind. Anyway, hello everyone. I hope you had a great day, or morning, I guess, for some of us. I'm not in my chair correctly, so I'm just gonna kind of, just situate myself. Oh god. Every day it's a new struggle of getting into the chair, into my prime drawing stance, or seated I don't know what the word is. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hello my children, my Kabo patch. It's been a while since we did a drawing stream. It's been a while since I have drawn. Period. Haha. So we're gonna do that today. What do we have to why is that not working? Hold on. Wait just a second. That's the wrong one. No. There we go. This is the one. This is less confusing for you guys. Right? Okay. Second question of the day. Is my pen charged? Absolutely not. Why would it be? Let me get my wire. Where is my wire? Wait, hold on. Is this my wire? This is my wire. Okay, holding on. You don't have to hold on, I promise. There we go. Okay, and plug in this. Okay. There we go. Now, stop. I mean, it's like, it's on, but it's gonna take a little bit. There we go. Okay. Now I have to get back in my chair. So, we get to stall for a little bit. That's okay. So how are you guys? What have you been doing? I've been working at this one place and it sucks ass, but my friend needed the help, so I went and I worked. It sucked ass, but here we are. You've been hunting shiny ghastly? That sounds fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Way more fun than what I've been doing. I haven't even done any shiny hunting for like a really long time. Oh, I was finally able to buy prints for my commissions. Yay! That's what I thought was going on. Cause I got a notification. I haven't checked it yet. But I got a notification that I got another order. Yep, there it is. Yes. Got it. Love it. Simping for Rika? Yeah, me too. Every day. Every day of my life. I've been working, sleeping, kinda eating. Oof, I feel that. Working out and repeat law. Finally getting better to the point I can play games again. That's good. That's awesome. Congratulations. I know eating is really, really hard. But it do be important for working out and stuff. So if there's any way to like, is the music loud? How about that? That's better, right? Ah! Well, here we go. Anyway, I have problems with eating too. It's like really hard sometimes. But it does I've learned that it does help your brain, like, chemicals regulate, and it also helps you when you're working out to get stronger. So, you know, I don't want to like get into your life and be like, eat more or whatever, but like, it do be nice to eat food sometimes. It sucks though to eat food a lot of times. That's whatever. Anyway, glad to hear you're starting to feel better though, Turtle. Yeah, definitely. Please try and eat a little bit more. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's hard, but it's important. It is important. Please take care. Yes, you're an amazing and and goes for everyone. Yes, correct. You are amazing beings. Who needs food to be even better? Truth is a struggle, but I do be doing my best. Yes, I understand. Mostly just forget and snack instead. I get that. One time in high school, I had to like get like a doctor's note so that I could like eat nuts in class. So then I was the only one allowed to like eat in class, and I was eating nuts all the time, so everyone like was really annoyed that I was just like sitting there like chewing quietly on nuts the whole time while everyone else was trying to learn. I was just there eating nuts. Trying is all you need to do. Truth! Kabo in class, I'm eating these nuts. Yeah, that's me. Yes. We are all proud of you, Turtle. Trying is the best thing you can do. So if you're trying, then you're already doing perfect. Doesn't matter how much you intake, just as long as, you know, the thought is there. I think that's the most important part, yeah. But anyway, I'm still gonna stall a little longer because I haven't drawn in a while, and I feel like my pen is gonna be like super out of juice. So I'm gonna keep stalling for like maybe like 3 more minutes. Okay, so I do have a lot of stories for you guys about last week. Last week was really crazy, but like not in like the workload way, more of just like people are crazy, you know. It was really weird. I got this. Well, maybe I'll wait and tell that story. No, I'm gonna tell it right now. So I have a story for you guys, and yeah, it is story time. Yeah, it's story time. So I was okay. So it was 3 minutes before 5 o'clock, which is when I pressed the dial out button, and no more calls come to the office. It goes directly to voicemail. And I'm the, you know, when I work there, I'm the person who like answers the calls immediately. Like it's me. Like I'm always the one who answers the calls. And then I like transfer it back or transfer it up the ladder. You know, like that's my job. So I was sitting there, and this dude calls 3 minutes before like dial out time, and it's like the worst thing ever. And I answer the phone, and I'm like very tired. I'm like, hello, this is the blah 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 company, my name is blah blah blah, how can I help you? And he's like, yeah, so I have this piece of art. And I'm like, okay, can we hurry up this conversation? Anyway, he takes about 15 minutes to explain that he has a piece of art that was given to him by some fancy artist back in the day, and that it's, you know, it was a gift, so he doesn't know the price on it. And I mean, you know, long story short, it's like a piece of crap. But anyway, so he was trying to get information on like how to send it to get appraised by an appraiser who appraises art, to get like a final price on it, even though, you know, I let him know it's probably gonna be like $0, maybe like 1 cent, because it really wasn't that impressive. Anyway, I'm trying to like explain to this person like, okay, so you have to go on your computer and you have to search in Google art appraisers near me. And this man legitimately, straight up, just said, "Oh, I don't really do all this technology stuff. I've been out at sea." This man really said, this man really said, "I've been on a boat." Now, let me tell you, this man is 80 years old. Literally 80 plus years old. And he's been at sea. And so I'm like, okay, how long have you been at sea for? And so he goes on this spiel. He says, "I don't really know." Oh, God. All right. So then he asked me, he's like, "Well, I don't really have," I'm just going to quote him because the quotes are hilarious. So he goes, I don't have one of those smarty phones. Smarty phones. I don't have a smarty phone. My sister has one. She takes pictures and they look great on her little smarty phone, whatever. So she could probably do everything, but I don't do all that technology stuff. Can you send me? He said, "Can you send me your business card in the mail?" Sir, that's not how it works. Oh my god. Smarty phones and business card in the mail. I cannot. Yeah, me neither. I was literally trying to be like, okay, well, all of this information could be very easily available to you if you just searched it on your computer or on a smartphone. He's like, "Well, I don't have one of those smarty phones. I don't, what are those, I don't, what should I do, like, send you one of those e-letters?" And I'm like, email? Are you talking about email? Not to cause alarm, but the Kabo class poll is 50-50 again. Fucking damn it, guys. You gotta stop doing this. Okay, well, as long as it doesn't end right now, I think we'll be good. I think I made it end, like, Wednesday night, so as long as more people go and they vote, if we have, like, an odd number of people voting, then it should break the tie. Hopefully. So if you haven't voted yet, go on Twitter and vote for the Kabo class, okay? But anyway, so this guy says, he says, okay, number 1, I've been out at sea. Number 2, e-letter. Number 3, smarty phone. Number 4, can you send me a business card in the mail, sir? And so he like wanted to talk like a lot about like everything all the time. So he was asking about like, you know, storms that have hit the like south, like big storms. And he said, were you guys okay during, what was that storm called? What was it? Camille? Was it Camille? And I was like, Katrina? Guys, Camille hit in 1969. Camille hit in 1969. And I have a feeling this man has been out at sea since 1969, since that's the only point in time in which he remembers anything. So I don't think he's like discovered technology or computers like in the 80s when computers became like a thing. Like he's been at sea. He's been on a boat since 1969. That poor man stuck in the 1900s. It's true. It's true. Go time. I can do go all the time. Well, I can't really actually like get a go. Unfortunately, I have to wake up really early tomorrow, so I'm not gonna do go. However, I am gonna put it on my head, and I'll give you one even better. That's Dr. Pepper. I'll give you one even better. Hold on. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Nice. And wait for it. Wait for it. No, they're crooked. Good enough. What do you guys think? Do I look cool? Very stylish? Let them cook. Yes. I think I look really cool. Hold on. I just realized there's a jump scare on here. It needs to go away. Okay. We're good. And hopefully, at this point, it should be good to draw now. I wasted 10 minutes of your life. Yeah, my pen is charged, so that's good. Let me bring up my references. That would be really smart if I brought up my... Oh, and also, I don't have Go, but I do have water. Been trying to drink water, so... That's the plastic cup. I'm gonna drink it. Good stuff. Hydrated, dihydrate, do it again? Okay. I'll hit you with my water. Okay. Nice. Very nice. You're welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you. People think I work out my arms to attract people. They're wrong. I do it so I have a comfortable arm pillows. That's amazing. That's fantastic. People think I don't work out because I'm dumb, but in reality, I'm just like so intelligent. And that's why I don't work out. True story. I'm like cooler than everyone, so yeah, just like, you know, like you gotta keep it real, you know. Gotta keep it real. For real, for real. Okay, what am I doing? I was trying to look at my references. Okay. This one. Cute. Okay. Agreed. Kabo's brain is so big that they worked out they'd be too powerful. Exactly. I'm also stronger than everyone all the time, so I don't really need to, you know. I have enough points for kissy and whispers, but I don't know. Look, only if you want to. Only if you want to. Or you can like save up and do the 5-minute sketch. You can do that one. Whatever you want to do. What is this outfit? Okay. Okay, let's see. I mean, I have enough for the sketch. Nice. But I'm waiting for the perfect moment. Smart. Good idea. Very, very good idea. Outfit. and do another folder. We'll call this one. What's this OC's name? I don't know. So we're gonna call it. Yay! Thank you for the subscription. We're gonna do the Chocobo song. Give me a second to type this before I forget, because I will forget. CASTOR. Okay, here we go. Alright, Chocobo song. Hold on. You know, I really should bring up the Chocobo song so I don't have to every single time go find it. Because it always takes me so long to go find it. But here I are. Here I am, and here we are. I just said that both at the same time. MV, no. No, it's not sound effects. Oh, stream safe music. There it is. Chocobo Get Down. It's gonna be an ad, and no one cares about the ad. Go away. Okay, are we all ready? I'm also gonna change to this, so we can all do the Chocobo song together. This is your prize for subscribing. Everyone get ready to dance, okay? Dance now! Put on your dancing shoes, guys! Yes. Go! Ah, I'm dancing too hard. Yay! Yay! Thank you guys for dancing with me. Thank you. And thank you for subscribing. Yay! Amazing. Amazing. Love to see it. Yes. Okay. Back to business. This outfit is really cool. Will is correct, yes. My goddamn necklace is always like jingle jangle. Okay. Let's do this. Let's see if I can still draw after like a week of not drawing. Necklace jingle? Yeah. There we go. And then we got Alright. Those cities are over the elbow. Like that. There we go. Now I get to follow this. Oof. You know, I really should have made this a different color. Other than this blue that looks exactly like my other line art. I'm gonna go? Okay. Well, I hope you have a good sleep and I hope you feel better. Please feel better. Goodbye. Okay, I think this is like this. There we go. No. Okay. Okay, I think that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get better than that. Okay. And they got two outfits. Wow. None of this is gonna be clothesline art. That is unfortunate. Do you have any additional stories to share? That is a good question. Do I have any? Do I have any additional stories? I have kind of. I can think some up. I mean, like, not like lies, of course, but like things that happened. That's a good question. the quick answer is yes. The long answer is also yes. I'm stalling, can you tell? I can tell you about I can tell you about my time last week and like why everything was so terrible all the time. I can do that. So what happened is that usually the people I work for sometimes is this auction gallery, and I work the auctions and then the time after the auctions, like the week after, because it gets really crazy and everyone has to come in and pay for their items and get them within a week. And so all of that happens the week after, but like we sell like 1,000 items, and so that basically means we have like 1,000 people come in and like get the items, but the only people who like work there are like these 4 people. So it's like 4 people trying to do all of this complicated paperwork and stuff for 1,000 people, and it gets a little crazy. So they ask me to come in and like handle some of the workload so that they can deal with the problem people, and I can deal with everyone else. So it is wild. It's really understaffed because the CEO guy is like the worst person on the face of the earth. That's why. But unfortunately my friend is like the person right under him. So she's in charge of everything, and whatever decisions he makes, like she has to enforce, or else she loses her job, and also her house because he's her landlord. So it's like this whole thing. It's awful. I hate it, but here we are. And yeah. So during the actual auction, I was like doing this. I was doing the auction as I normally do, and after the auction, usually I stay behind to help whoever wants to check out like that day, like bring home their items. And usually it's like people who got like jewelry, so it's like really easy to just like grab the jewelry. It's not like they got like like a whole like bedroom suite with like like a bed and an armoire and like a 2 chest of drawers, like stuff like that. Just like the small stuff, which is very easy, very simple. And that's what I was doing. So, and that's usually what my job is. But the thing is that the only person who can put the jewelry away after everything is done is the CEO guy or his 90-year-old father, who doesn't work very long hours because he's 90 years old and he needs to go take a nap. So here I am. I am trying my best. I was tasked with take the jewelry that was bought and put it in a separate thing so that we can easily access it. I'm like, cool, I can do. And so I have like a thing, like this is what I do all the time, and so I have like a method, and I'm like getting my method ready, and it's working out great, and I'm like almost ready to start taking the jewelry out, and the CEO guy comes up behind me and he's like, can you hurry up? I have a ball to get to. He's like one of those fancy people, he goes to balls. I mean like, but his version of balls is like not like the high society kind, it's like the trashy kind who like wants to be high society. Anyway, so so what happened was he comes up behind me and he's like, can you like go faster? And I was like, Sure, of course. I'll go faster. And so yeah, trashy ball, yeah. So I, of course, being the god that I am, I went slower. He didn't like that. So he was like standing behind me and he was like breathing down my like neck basically. And I was going, you know, like reasonably slow, like not the pace I usually go, but a little slower. And then he got really annoyed at that, so he decided he was going to take on half the work. So he was like, let me help you. And then he like pushed me aside and like, you know, he like grabbed my paperwork and started to do like half of it. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks for the help. And so because I didn't like how he, you know, tried to help me, quote unquote, I went even slower. And it was a whole thing. So we were basically battling with like kindness of like, okay, how am I going to kindly tell this person that they need to speed it up, you know? And I was like, well, I'm not gonna speed it up, so fuck you, you know, like a silent battle, you know, kind of thing. I love the underlying pettiness. Yeah, exactly. So he finished his, and I was only maybe halfway done mine. So he did a half of it, and I did a fourth of it in the time that he did a half of it. On purpose, but still. So, I need to make this one. And then we gotta do another one and make that 2. Okay. Well, I don't even know. IST. No, fuck. C. ASTOR? Yeah. 1. Oh, fuck, now, shit. That needs to be 2. Okay. So, you know, I was going and going, and I did a fourth and he did a half. And he was like so mad at me that I was going so slow. So he was just sitting next to me, or not sitting, but standing, cause it was like a standing thing. Anyway, he was standing next to me, and he was like, you know, like tapping his foot, like looking at his watch, you know. And so I was like, is that the game you're gonna play? So I turned to him and I'm like, oh, so which ball are you going to? Do you have an outfit ready? So instead of doing my work, I stopped doing my work to make, you know, like small talk with him. And the pure, intense hatred that was in his eye when I did that was so intense. I just let it rush right over my back, you know, like no worries at all for me. Yeah. So then finally, you know, I was like, I gave him a little bit of like a respite, you know, a little rest. So I just kind of like started doing the other fourth of it, and to be fair, it took me like twice as long as it did for the first fourth, on purpose, of course. But he didn't, you know, at that point he just like turned around and walked away. He didn't even answer my question as to which ball it was. I know what ball it was. I know. And he knows I know. Well, he might know I know. If he paid attention to anything, he'd know that I know. But regardless, he got so annoyed with me that he turned around and started like fuming silently in his little office, his like little big boy office, you know. And so, yeah. Then I finally finished it, and I put it slowly on the desk behind me, and I was like, Hey, big CEO guy. It's done. You can go to your little bar, wear your little, like tight tights, dance around, have some fun time with your little boyfriends, you know. Cause he's like one of these guys with like a Napoleon complex, like very like small and like very much like I need to be like a big man, like drive big car, make loud noise, those kinds of person. So I felt like I needed to demasculate him. And so I did. And he came out of his little office and he looked at me with so much hatred. So much hatred. And yeah. He took it and he didn't even say anything to me. He just took it and he put it in the safe. And yeah, that's what it was. And then he went on his merry little way, and I stayed behind to do more paperwork. I love that video, yeah. Which is probably why I got a text later that night, the next night, which was Sunday, saying, hey, so Big Boss Man doesn't want you to work next week. And I was like, aw, did I hurt his feelings? I really don't care if I work for this guy. I'm just doing it because my friend needs the help, So it really, like, it doesn't hurt me at all. to not work for this guy. I hate him so much. And I want him to know that I hate him. But anyway, then, so I was told he doesn't want me to work, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then, like, the next day, I get a text saying, oh, he's begging for you to come back. And I'm like, oh, he's begging, is he? So, but I'd already made my schedule at that point. And I already, promised some other people that I would work for them since I was free. Because he didn't want me to work anymore. So, but now he does. And so, because I know that my friend would be in a really tough spot if she didn't have anyone helping out, I said yes to her. Because, like, she needs the help. And yeah, so then I worked and also did the other work that I scheduled myself to do. And I didn't stream because that would have been doing 3 full-time jobs. I cannot do that. There isn't enough time in the day. So, yeah, that's another thing that happened. Wait, it was 75 degrees yesterday and now it's 27. What? Really? It was 80 degrees here today. Is it gonna be 27 tomorrow? Wait. It's 69 degrees now. Nice. No. Tomorrow's gonna be 72. I mean, like, it's going down, but it's not, Yeah, it's gonna be 72 tomorrow. Next day it's gonna be 64. Oh wait, and your other messages? Wait. I didn't even realize. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Not Sheen. Oh no. Sheen trying to recommend not 1 but 2 denim shorts that are denim thongs. Make it 3. Oh my god. You got them jongs. You got them jongs. Jean thongs. Jongs. That's hilarious. That is so funny. Can't say I've ever gotten Jongs recommended to me. Definitely not. What is this? Okay. Then this needs to be like this. Jongs, yeah. Do I have any other stories? That is the question. Do I have any other stories? I mean, like, I always have stories. Oh! Kind of. So what happened was, well, I guess I'll tell you, like, the spark notes first, and then I'll go more into it. This needs to be, like, way shorter. Hold on. It needs to be like that. Yeah. So what happened was, I think some of the moving guys that work at the auction gallery are in love with me. Which, I mean, like, how could they not be? I mean, right? I mean, look at me. I'm a catch. Right? I mean, I'm like so hot and so desirable. That they just like can't help but fall for me. I don't blame them at all. But however, it's a little awkward when I am not interested in them at all. Tries not to simp, of course. Yes, good. Why did I put this here? Ah, I don't want to because that's not what that is. That's a sleeve. Okay. And then I have, I'm gonna assume this is a rope. A little rope around the leg rope. Anyway, so there's this one dude, I mean, like, there's this one dude that, like, I know he's in love with me. Cause, like, he's confessed his undying love to me, of course. As they all do. And I've already rejected him, so it's a little awkward. However, there's this other one that plays like games. He's like a gamer, kind of, not really like a gamer, not like self-proclaimed gamer because it's cringe, except when I do it because I'm amazing. So he, number one, he's married and has kids. Number two, he's not my type at all. Number three, he's very, like, casually, unknowingly misogynistic, and I don't have the time to be teaching people how to respect women. You know, I can't. And he calls me his friend, you know, but like with a wink wink nudge nudge kind of vibe to it, you know, like I got a text today. Let me tell you my text that I got today. Okay, I'm gonna read you guys the text. I have the receipts right here. So I hear that he's like switching jobs, and I do enjoy like his presence, you know, so I think it's fun to like play games with him. So like I added him on like my PS4, right? And I got his number at the same time. And so he's like let me tell you, at 7:30 on a Saturday night, he's like, so what are you doing? You know, like WYD, and I'm like, I don't know you like that. First of all, so I changed the subject, and then he says later today he sends me, weird not having my friend at work, lol. Like, do we know each other like that? No, we do not. You know that I work auctions, and then the week after auctions, and that's it. Okay? Also, this dude used to work with my roommate. So, like, bro, I know where you live. Like, what? Are you really gonna disrespect me like this? You know? So, I have to deal with that now, which is great. That's my story. Yeah. So it's not like the other one where he like confessed his undying love to me. But it's still like iffy territory. Also, he has a wife and kids. Let me just repeat that fact. He has a wife and children. So like, even if I was like into it, first of all, I'm not a homewrecker. Second of all, I fucking hate kids. Why the fuck would I? No. Get out of here. Well, maybe he doesn't like them either. Maybe he wants an excuse to like not deal with his kids, like go run away with his like new partner or whatever. Wait, what happened? I didn't put the littles to bed. So what, I'll give you spark notes. So what happened was, pretty sure this guy at work is in love with me. Which, I mean, like I said before, how can you not be? But he has a wife and kids. So I was gonna say hi, but the T had me intrigued. That is messed up to be fitting. Correct. But with him having a family already, he should know that wrong. Also, he sounds creepy. Yeah, he was my friend at first. Because, you know, we could talk games. He's like the only one who could talk games with me at that workplace, because everyone else is like very cookie cutter. You know? But like, I can't. I like can't anymore. So yeah, he just, and like I got his number because we're gonna, you know, I added him on PlayStation, as you do with your gaming friends. And then he's like, at 7:30 on a Saturday night, he's like, what are you doing? Like, so WYD question mark. And I'm like, I don't know you like that. I don't know you like that. And then today he's like, I miss my friend at work. And I'm like, are we friends in the way that you think we're friends? Cause I don't know. So, that's, you know, another one on the list of people I avoid because they're in love with me. It's so hard being like so attractive, guys. It's just like the worst. Anyway, deep-stated insecurity issues are just radiating from him. Oh, definitely. He also has Napoleon complex. He does. He's shorter than me, which is saying something, because I am very much not a tall person in real life. Breaking the fourth wall. I am actually the height that I say I am on my character sheet. I am a solid 5'2". Very close to hell. Which means I'm very angry all the time. Yeah, so I don't know, just, you know, me and him just aren't really gonna work out, and I don't think he's realized that yet. Also, he should be concerned about his attachment to his wife and kids. Like, what do you think I would? First of all, Do I look like a homewrecker? No! I respect women. These are my shades, they're my respect the women glasses. The superior height, yes, correct. As a fellow 5'2", I agree with Turtle, yes. Exactly, it is the superior height, you are correct. But he's like shorter than me, he's like 5 foot. Easy. Maybe like 4'11". I don't know. He's shorter than me, I look down on him, physically. Okay. I also wear really, really intense boots with like a 1-inch heel, like chunky boots with like a 1-inch heel, and then I also have like insoles in them too that boost me another like 1.5 inches. So he could be like 5'1", and I could just be standing at like a solid 5'4", you know. Sounds like dude has personal issues he needs to work on, very much so. He's also like 40, maybe late 30s. Yeah, but like I said, he has a wife and kids. Like, he literally, his second text to me ever was him sending me a video of his kids at a Mexican restaurant singing the La Cucaracha song. And like, if you know me at all, you know I hate kids, and you know I also hate loud noises. So kids screaming lyrics are like, it's like my pet peeve. So if you're trying to attract me, you're doing it wrong. Also, if you're trying to court me, don't you want to like not remind me that you have a wife and kids? You know? I don't know, I think he's going about this very wrong. Like he's just not, you know? I don't know, he doesn't make any sense. But you know, how could he when he has such intense insecurities? To attract Kabo, I believe you would have to bring a 24-pack of Coca-Cola. Exactly. Actually, I went Coca-Cola shopping today. Coca-Cola is expensive now. You know how much it is for a fucking 12-pack? It's $8 It used to be 5. It used to be 4. You used to get deals of like buy 3 for 12, you know? Very unfortunate. But yes, that is how you attract me. You give me Coke, give me presents. That is friggin' wild. It is friggin' wild. It's insane. And at first, it was like everyone in like the Dollar Tree, Dollar General. They had it for like $6. But then everyone caught one of that and bought everything, and they raised their prices, which is very unfortunate. But it happened like for like randomly in 1 month in like August of last year, and it hasn't changed back. So here we are. But yes, please give me Coca-Cola. I will love you forever and ever. Damn, I know that I went shopping and spent like $150 on little things. Like, damn, I'm broke now. No, I get that. No, I 100% get that. It's a hard life out there. Like, I might be going to a fancy bar, but I have to like pay money to like go to it. It's kind of annoying. And like there's like influential like art people going, so like it's like really important for me to go, but I don't know if I want to spend like $150 to show up, you know, to like show up for like an hour or two and then leave on a Saturday night in the middle of like the busiest part of town. That's a lot. It is a lot. I mean, I'd be going with my aunt, but like at the same time. So, you know, I hate doing this, but I'm going to my parents and I'm gonna be like, hey, so I got invited to this thing, should I go or not? And like, hopefully they'll be like, oh my god, it would be such a great opportunity for you, here, we'll pay for you. And I'll be like, oh my god, thanks. I won't like outright ask, but maybe they'll like be really nice to me. Because I'm like the best offspring they've ever produced. That's a joke because I'm an only child. You have to be sly with it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Been there, done that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just like hope and pray. But who would I pray to if everyone else prays for me? Who does a god pray to? Isn't there a song that's like that? Oh no, that's a what is a god to a non-believer. Who does Jesus pray to? Maybe this is getting a little too political. Should I pray to myself? I don't know. These are my questions. Please, I jokingly mooch off my parents for gas money. That's amazing. I think the last thing I mooched off of them is a pizza, like, last summer. It's very important. I mean, like, life is hard out here, and, you know, you gotta exploit people who have more money than you do. I mean, if you're gonna be exploited as a worker, might as well exploit the people above you, right? I mean, if that's how it works. You are God after all, it makes sense, yeah. Do I have any other stuff? Oh, let me tell you the story of how I figured out that the other guy at work is madly in love with me. So, what happened was, or as my other boss, a really cool lady, likes to say, the long and the short of it is, which is like a very 80s thing to do and to say. But anyway, so I like saying what happened was because it's funnier to me. So what happened was, as we all know, I ride a motorcycle, and everyone thinks that I'm like really hot and attractive, which like, they're not wrong, I am. But they think I'm even more hot and attractive because I ride the motorcycle, which like, that's a great bonus, don't get me wrong, you know, but I don't ride the motorcycle to be hot and attractive. I ride the motorcycle because I like to ride the motorcycle. So, but this guy at work, he also rides a motorcycle, and I like to ride my motorcycle to work sometimes when it's warmer, and so that I can like save on gas money, because it do be doggy dog world out there, and I want to save money on gas because fuck that shit. Also, it's fun to ride my bike, so I like to do it. It makes sense because you have horses, exactly, and a motorcycle is sometimes called the metal horse. I call mine a metal horse. You are correct, and that is exactly why, because unfortunately I am now extremely allergic to horses, so it's really hard for me to ride a horse, because I will be sneezing and I have a finite amount of time before I have to immediately get off the horse and go take a hot steaming shower to get all the horse gunk off of me. But anyway, so I roll up on my bike, and dude bro, who's in the garage, he sticks his head out and was like, oh my god, you ride a motorcycle? Oh my god, you're so cool. And I'm like, ha, I know, like, don't fall in love with me, haha, you know, wink. It was the wrong choice, because that put it in his head that it was a thing. You know, you should never. If you ever want someone to fall madly in love with you, just tell them they're not allowed to. And they will. It's, unfortunately, I always speak the truth, so whenever I'm like, don't fall in love with me, I mean it. It's not like oh my god, it's so funny, ahaha, you know. No, like, actually, don't, please. So, here we are, and, he is like, oh my god, I have a motorcycle, and I'm like, oh my god, no, I twinsies, what's your motorcycle? Turns out he has a dirt bike, which is like, you know, not to like gatekeep, but like, at the same time, it's not, you know, like a street legal bike. Not that like being legal is important, I don't give a shit about the law. And The Sims 4, in The Sims 4, so, hold on. Yeah. So, but the thing is that there's things. I try my best to save myself. There's a difference between, like, a street legal bike and a not street legal bike. Like, if you have a dirt bike and the most you've done on the dirt bike is you go and you do off-roading on your dirt bike, that's great and fine and amazing or whatever, but it's very different from driving on the street where you could get hit by a car. You know? And like, so the bike itself doesn't have the same kind of power, the same kind of braking, like, pads that a street legal bike has, because it doesn't need it, because they're like, you know, going over mountains or whatever, like little piles of dirt and like flipping in the air, which is like super cool, but it's like a different species, you know. So his bike isn't, I don't really know exactly how to describe, like, I don't know if there's a word to describe this, so I'm just gonna describe the specs of his bike. Okay. So he has a one-cylinder bike, which is like underpowered. And his top speed going downhill on a hot day, with the wind behind his back, is about 60 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. I mean, that's the speed that you need to do on the highway. That's like the minimum, you know, highway speed, which is great. However, if your top speed is the minimum on the highway, that means you don't have the power to overtake anyone. That means you don't have the power to, you know, scoot yourself out of a bad situation, which on a bike, let me let you know, it's all about like fast speed and swerving. That is safer than putting on your brake, because if you put on your brake too hard, you're gonna flip and you're gonna die if you're going at a high speed. So the best thing to do is to speed up and swerve around whatever the danger is. That's why people are always like, oh my god, bikers are so terrible and terrifying because they're like speeding around. I mean, like, to be fair, that bikers, you know, toxic bikers do that. But, you know, the reality of it is safer to do something like that if you're actually in danger than it is to use your brakes. Now, if you can safely come to a slow stop, then yes, please use your brakes. But like, wait, this reminds me of the meme when a guy says you don't have the facilities for that big man. Yeah, like not on the same level. Yeah, exactly. So like, you know, but thank you for getting me back on topic. So if you don't have the power to be street legal, which means that you need to go 70, potentially 80, potentially 90, I think legally, like, you have to, like, your vehicle needs to be able to, like, hit 70 at least, I think. So, like, he's, like, right under that, you know? He's, like, not even, like, he could probably get it to be street legal, potentially, but it's, like, that's a stretch, and it's, like, you know, it's just not, it's just not cool, you know? Like, you're not flexing anything, you're just, like, showing off how much of a dumbass you are, you know? I don't know. Anyway, what am I doing here? I have more of the story. I just forgot what this person. KRISCASTOR. Okay, now I need this one and go over here. So this dude is, like, trying to flex to me that he has a bike. And, like, maybe it works on, like, other people. But, like, as someone who also has a bike, what he's saying is just, like, hella cringe. He's like, yeah, I got this dirt bike. It's, like, really cool. It's, like, green. I go, like, you know, top speed's, like, 60 miles an hour. Like, bitch. Like, what you're saying to me is, like, you got a little ding-ding tricycle, and you're pedaling yourself to work every day. That's the vibe you're giving me right now. Like, he really thought he was doing something. Anyway, so he's like, I really want to go. You know, I've never been on, like a motorcycle, like group ride anywhere before ever. We should, like, go on one sometime. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I'm like, not alone, but, you know, I'm not opposed to the idea, because I really do like to go on motorcycle rides. It's fun. I really enjoy going in a group and going around and stuff. I think it's great. So I was like, let me get your number, and I will put you in a group chat with, the 2 other people that I know who ride bikes, and we can all figure out a day, to go riding, and it'll be fun, and it'll be great, and we can all go together, and not me go alone with you, but we're all going together. Wouldn't that be just so much fun to not be alone with you? He was like, wow, that's so great, amazing, yeah, let's do it, woo woo woo. I was like, great, awesome, fantastic. So I got his number, and then I was organizing this whole thing because, like, you know, these people don't know each other. The only, you know, like, contact they have is between me. You know, like, everyone knows me, but they don't know each other. So I was like, okay, well, I gotta make this happen, because if I don't, no one's going to. So I make a time, and I, you know, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go with my aunt. She's one of the people, because she's really, really cool, and I love her so much, and she's, like, badass, and I super look up to her, like, a lot. And she understands my dilemma, of, you know, being the person who everyone falls in love with. So, I start, sorry, I'm concentrating really fast. Right, I mean, that's how ponytails work. Oh, no, fuck that shit. Yeah. Okay, and then the ponytail's, like, really big. So we're gonna go like this. Yeah. That's cute. I like that. Very cute, yes. Anyway, so I make it happen, and lo and behold, he doesn't show up. I wonder why. Maybe it's because his bike isn't street legal. So he, I was like, hey, like, we were all really sad that you couldn't make it. Like, what's going on? So he starts like telling me this excuse of like, oh well, my bike just like it's like broken or something. I don't really know what's wrong with it. Blah 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 blah. I like the tire wheel thing is bent, and it's just like a whole thing. I don't really know. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess we'll try again at some other point, which we never have, by the way. We definitely have not since then tried to do anything like this. But every single time I come in now, he always has an excuse on why his bike doesn't work, but like I'm not asking about his bike. And I think, I've never seen him ride it. So, dude could have been at least honest. Yeah, exactly. Not lying never gets you anywhere, and you just look bad in the end. Exactly. You're exactly saying what I'm about to say. And I'm pretty sure he's just lying about his bike just to impress me. Because I haven't seen his bike. And his bike has been broken for a year now. And he hasn't fixed it. And now it quote unquote won't start. So, I don't know. It sounds like bullshit to me. But anyway, whenever he like tells me this stuff, he like brings me in for like a really close hug and like keeps me there for like a good 30 seconds. And that's like very uncomfortable, I mean, like, I don't want to start anything, so I'm not saying anything, but at the same time, dude, bro, this isn't getting you anywhere. Like, I just, like, and then he starts, like, talking to me about, like, oh, how much he wants children, and, like, oh my god, he just loves kids so much, and he would be, like, such a great father. Like, again, just like with the other guy, if you knew me at all, you'd know that I hate kids, and that's actually a turnoff, and I would never, ever, ever, ever want to have any relation with someone who is expecting children out of me. No. Take your bullshit and leave. I don't want it. Anyway, so that's been a thing as well. It's just like a lot, The only thing this guy knows is how to throw red flags. Yeah, there goes my shot with Kabo. Fair. I mean, like, I can deal with kids if they're like aged up, if they're already born, number one, and number two, if they're like at a point where I can have like a solid conversation with them, and it's not just like them being like, I like planes. Like, okay, kid, I don't care. Let's talk about I don't know, Renaissance Italy and the artwork that Michelangelo created. That actually sounds really pretentious. That's not what I meant. More like at the point where like they can play video games and I can play with them, Like understand concepts and motor functions and text to a point where they are able to play a game and I can play with them, and that's how we will bond. And if I say, hey, that was like not a cool thing to do, they would understand the reason. You know? And I wouldn't just be met with like immediate temper tantrum. You know? If you can solve the quadratic formula, then we might be cool. If not, piss off. Yeah, you need to understand the basics of quantum physics before we can ever have a conversation. Yeah, no. I'm not that crazy. But like, some kind of like emotional intelligence would be nice. Like, at least have them like understand that they're a person in the world, you know? And like they are capable of having an existential crisis. You know? Just like a little bit of self-awareness is nice. You can solve the quadratic formula. Bruh, I can't even solve the quadratic formula. I used to be good at math, but then I got off my meds and I'm not good at math anymore. Not the crazy meds. Those came later in life. I'm also not on the crazy meds anymore, so. My 4-year-old was very upset when she learned she had to use the restroom every day for the rest of her life. Oh my god. Same though. You know, that's not necessarily true. If you get old enough and you can't handle your bowel bowel functions anymore, you can go back to wearing diapers. I had to run to the bathroom, but I'm back. What did I miss? I don't know. What did you last hear? I'll spark notes for you. We were talking about... Last I remember something about emotional intelligence. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. You're basically caught up. Just like a child needs to have the capability of having an existential crisis before I'm able to talk to them and like enjoy their presence, you know. Like, I went to a kid's birthday party this weekend, and it was like the most awful thing ever. There were screaming kids, and everyone was so loud, and I hated it. And the parents were like, "You're an artist, you want to do face painting?" And I'm like, not even if you paid me. I'll face paint on adults. I'm not gonna sit there and struggle to keep my hand steady on a child who's vibrating in their seat because they just saw like a shitty mascot version of Mickey Mouse walk in. You know, like no. Just hearing kids' birthday party just drains me. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of the worst. And it was like a family thing too, so I was like obligated to show up and pretend like I was having fun. I was so drained. It was insane. Oh. There we go. Just gonna do that and then follow it with the white. Okay. I'm concentrating, but then I'll get back to story time. Concentrate. Oh, my feet. You feel that though? Yeah. Like my brother's kids and Goblin's kids are the only kids I care about. Yeah. I get that. Can't say I know any children that I care about. Christ. On a cracker. Cute. Okay. Speaking of children, so as we all know, I was asked to go to a birthday party this weekend because my not shitty grandmother, the not shitty one, came back to town after ghosting everyone for 4 years and wanted to grab dinner with everyone. So the whole family got back together. This was my dad's side of the family, not my mom's side, which is like the toxic side. Yeah. It was great seeing everyone because I haven't seen them in a very long time. But it was also awful. I'm the person that goes and ditches in 20 minutes. Yeah. And if they ask me an excuse, I'm like, I had to blow up a toilet or something. That's amazing. I'm gonna do that next time. I was at this fucking party, right? And it was kind of the worst. No, I'm not there yet. Hold on. No. So I was like, no, I did want that one actually. So my grandma randomly shows up and like asks everyone to go to dinner or whatever. So we all show up and we all go to dinner and it's great, but all of these people are like cookie cutter people, which like, you know, no issues. It's just like it's hard to have a conversation with a cookie cutter person about a career in art. Because they're all like, oh, so you just still live with your parents? Like, oh, you're an artist, that's great. So you live with your parents, right? I'm like, no. And then they get so confused and then I have to explain everything to them because they're too unintelligent to understand that, you know, someone that doesn't have a 9 to 5, a corporate 9 to 5, isn't a CEO of a fucking real estate business, can make enough money to not be a starving artist under the fucking highway, you know? Like, I don't understand. Like, guys. I can't. It's just like a lot of just like misinformation and a lot of prejudice against artists. And then I have to explain what I do, and I can't say that I draw porn online, so I have to like be like, I draw portraits of people online, and they're great, and yeah, I do it in this quote-unquote pop art style that is not the same as Andy Warhol. Not every single pop artist has Andy Warhol's art style. Andy Warhol barely even had a style in the first place, but if you're not a history person, you would know that. So there's no point in me explaining that. That's just disrespectful. Yeah, it really is. Clearly both sides of my family are very, like, pretentious. But, you know, it's whatever. Anyway, so now I'm getting, like, commissions from, like, my family members, but they don't know how to do any of it, but they like, won't give me the time of day to, like, explain how the process works. They just, like, want to throw money at me and just, like, have me do something for them. But in reality, I can see past that, and I realize that they're not doing it because they want my art. They're doing it out of pity for me. And they want to see how professional I am and how my job can actually, like, make money and make a living. So, which is how every single member of my family treats me, so, you know, it's whatever. But at the same time, I'm getting kind of tired of it. It's, like, kind of really annoying. I don't like it here. as a person who had to do a project on Warhol, I know what you mean. Yeah, you get it. It's just like silk screening, like his pop art at least. It's just like silk screening labels and like images that have already been taken with a camera. You know. So it's not like he like drew them. Which, I mean, you know, that is art in and of itself. You know, what is art? Question mark. What do you consider art? But at the same time, that's what everyone thinks pop art is. It's just like this easy thing that you just like do. You know? There's no like real effort involved because of Andy fucking Warhol. So it just, I hate it. Anyway. I'd be like, you have your own home, I'm in crippling debt, and then a sad laugh. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was like, kind of. But they, you know, they're also like boomers. They don't understand that, you know, things aren't the same as when they were younger, you know? Like, well, when I was younger, I was able to afford my first home within like 2 years of saving up money. Like, that's great for you. I have to, you know, sit here for like a lifetime and maybe I'll be able to pay for half of a house if I don't spend my money before that on rent and utilities and food to keep myself alive until then. You know? Like, Jesus Christ, guys. It's not. Just because I'm an artist doesn't mean that I don't suffer. It's not all fun and games. That's not at you guys, that's at my family. When I die, the bank's gonna be taking that thing back. Good, as they should. You shouldn't pay it. I mean, like, you know, don't get in trouble. But also, yeah, just, you know, fuck in The Sims 4, fuck the government. In The Sims 4, you know, it's very important in The Sims 4. But yes, what am I doing? Okay, I need expressions now. We're not doing that one. We're not doing that one. But we are gonna copy it. And we are gonna go in with this one. Why is this? Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask. Can I watch the last episode of Bungo Stray Dogs from last week, or gonna have 2 for next watch? We're gonna do 2 on Wednesday. Wednesday night we're gonna do 2 of them. Yeah. So hope you're all ready. I'm ready. We're going back into the present time, apparently. Apparently, Fyodor's there, and he looks ugly as fuck. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that because fuck Fyodor. Fuck Fyodor so hard. I cannot stand that man. I hope he dies in a fire. in The Sims 4. Well, he's a fictional character, it doesn't matter. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, that question's been on my mind a bit because I just want to watch it. Yeah, no, I completely understand. I really want to watch it too. I haven't watched it at all. This mouth is too long. Okay. I'm gonna send the person this picture. And now we gotta send this picture. Bam. Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna save it. Always gonna save it. Yes. Okay. And after, how long was that? Pretty much 2 hours. I'm finally done with the first part of our commission drawing that we're doing today. So I am gonna go on break. Heck yeah, exactly. Heck yeah. And then I will be back and we will do the Yaimiko one. So I hope you guys are ready for that one. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited. Very excited. Enjoy your break. Thank you. I will. I already saved it. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in. So you have something pretty to look at while I'm gone. Yay! Okay, now I'm gonna go. I realized that I shouldn't start drawing without without pressing the right button to get me back here. I didn't realize that I was away, but I'm back now. Ugh. Welcome back. Thank you. Sometimes I feel like my voice is too high, so I have to go like till I get it lower. But then I don't want my voice to be like too low. It's like a whole thing. It sucks. Anyway, we're gonna do shadows and stuff. Yay! I'm getting like really tired, which is good because I need to be able to sleep. I need to black it before I go into detail. I don't really know where my light should be from. So I'm just gonna kind of make it from the top. Yeah, that's probably good. Right. Right. Booba. I can't really think of any more stories. I can tell a story about this one time I had on my motorcycle. Motorcycle story. That might be fun. So what happened was is I just got my motorcycle and I moved back to where I had like the city that my college was in, like there's me being tired. Like where I went to college, I like moved back there after I graduated, and I just got my motorcycle at that point, and the motorcycle is kind of an old one, so it doesn't track how much gas you have in it. And so I had to like, and I still have to keep track of that through like miles I've driven on it. And also like RPM and speed and stuff like that, to like see like how much gas I'm using, you know. So I just got my bike and I hadn't perfected that yet, and so I turned to my friend Purple Hair, who is really really great, and I love her so much, and she's amazing, and I love her so much, as we all know, because I always talk about Purple Hair. And I was like, Purple Hair, do you want to go on a picnic? I haven't seen you in so long. Purple Hair was graduating, because she was a year below me, and she was like, oh my god, yeah, we should go on a picnic. And so we went on a picnic, and I wanted to ride my bike, because I wanted to ride my bike, as you do. And you know, Purple Hair was driving her car, and we ate our picnic lunch, and it was very cute and very great and amazing, and we had a great time. And then we were driving back, and all of a sudden my bike turns off on the road, and I was like, oh god, what's going on? So I started again. I'm like, this can't be happening. I literally just got this bike. I can't just be like, no, you're not working anymore. So I like try and start it again, and it starts, and then I go about a little bit more, and it turns off again. And I'm like, oh god, what's going on here? And so then I'm like going through my head, I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I come to the conclusion, my grandma just got back from Texas and got me my favorite pumpkin empanadas. That's amazing. Also, what did I miss? Nothing much. I'm telling a story about this one time I was on my bike. And so what happened was, since I don't have another story to tell, I'm gonna start the story over. Because why not? It will take up time. So I'm glad and also sad that you're eating pumpkin, because those are my family, but also like clearly my family sucks balls. So you know, technically I'm sad, but also at this point, just eat them, you know, just eat them. But anyway, so I got my I'm sorry, I'm proud to do justice. Good. Yes. Amazing. So I got in my bike, and I just graduated college, and I moved back to the town or the city where my college was, and I made turtle choke on their water. Oh god, what did you do? I will pause the story. pulls vape out of my bra. Inazuma shines a turtle. Oh my god. That's hilarious. I love that. That's fantastic. Wait, is Turtle over at your house? Is this the time? Are you guys visiting? No, on video call. Oh, okay. Got it. Makes sense. Ah, she'll be over on the 17th? Got it. Understandable. So, I just graduated college, got my bike. I was like really excited. I was like, yeah, I'm a biker now. You know. Which, you know, I mean, that's not part of the story, so whatever. Anyway, so I moved back to the town that I graduated college from, and I was on my bike, and Purple Hair was graduating very soon because she was a year younger than me. So we decided to go and have a picnic, and I really wanted to ride my bike, so I did, and she drove her car, and I will let you know, my bike is really old, so it doesn't have any like way of measuring how much gas you have in it. You just either you need to monitor the miles you've driven versus the RPM you've been at versus the mph you tend to go, to then calculate an approximate amount of gas you still have in your tank. Or you can just randomly guess. So, since my bike is old, I knew that it wasn't going to hold as much gas as it says it does. So at this point I had been going with the assumption that it was lower than advertised, but I wanted to know exactly how low it was advertised for. So I was keeping track of everything and seeing how much, you know, like when was I gonna run out of gas. So the thing is that, well, I'll just keep on telling the story. So that was my mindset, right? And so me and Purple Hair were going. We had a picnic and it was really, really great. And she told me about her terrible boyfriend and how amazing he is, or it was, I guess. Which, you know, I didn't like him. She did. I didn't want to make her sad, so I was like, wow, that's so great for you. You know? Anyway, so you know, we were driving back and all of a sudden my bike turns off, like literally just like stops working in the middle of the road, and I was like, oh god. What am I supposed to do here? So I'm still, you know, a bike is something you have to balance on, so it doesn't like, you know, immediately stop on the brakes and then turn over, you know. So, you know, I'm still like cruising along, it's just my bike is off and I need to turn it back on, and I'm going like 30-40 miles an hour, and it was a little scary, and so I quickly started my bike again while like dropping down. I think I got to 25, so I started my bike again and it started. It was kind of like a little bit of like a you know, like that, which was a little concerning, but it started, and you know, I went a little more, and then, you know, about 30 seconds later it turned off again, and so I was like, oh fuck, well, maybe this is the point in which my gas is off. Maybe I finally gotten to the point where my gas goes away. Sucks that it's right now though. So I had to, this was it was like a national forest, a national park forest, so it was a 1-lane road I guess a 2-lane road, but 1 lane in each direction with no like side of the road. Like it was just like immediately forest. There was no ledge or anything. So I had to get my bike in neutral and, you know, wave down my friend, purple hair, and be like, I have problems. Wave down my friend, and then I had to put my bike in neutral and then walk my bike to the nearest like rest stop area, which was like a pretty far ways away down the road. And I'm not a very large person, and so I don't really have very much strength in me when it comes to like arms. Thankfully I have like leg strength, but like that's pretty much it. So I was, you know, using my leg strength as best as I possibly could to get my goddamn bike to the goddamn fucking rest stop area. And it was an ordeal and a half, that's for sure. And of course my friend purple hair is so amazing and so great, and she helped me out a lot. So I was like, what's going on? I was like going through all of like my various things that I know about like cars and automobiles or whatever. I was like, okay, so it can't be this, it can't be that, you know, what is it? And I finally like shake it between my legs, you know, as you like stand up and you like shake it a little bit. That looks god awful. I'm gonna make it white. Better. Yay! Oh shit. Well, now I don't have this. I'll just do it like this. So, turns out, as we all know, my bike was out of gas. I finally figured out the point in which my bike didn't have any more gas in it. So there I am with purple hair, and we're figuring out exactly where am I gonna get gas from, because there's no gas station within like, you know, 30 miles. So I have to leave my bike, get in purple hair's car, we go on a cross-country trip to the nearest gas station, which is a very, very long ways away. And there's this like shitty rinky-dink little like gas station in the middle of goddamn nowhere. And I have to like, you know, buy the little pump thing and then buy the gas or whatever. And then we have to drive it all the way back and hope my bike isn't stolen. So we do that. And everything's fine. I get everything in there perfectly well, and I now know the point in which my bike needs gas at, which is 120 miles. The amount of anxiety I imagine is insane. Yeah, it took me like a pretty long time, like maybe like, it was like a whole like 3-hour ordeal, and I didn't even know if like the gas was the problem, you know, like what if I was sold like a shitty bike and then like they were just like, oh yeah, it works, and then like it works for like a few months and then all of a sudden it breaks down. You know. So that was another fear of mine. Thankfully it wasn't that, but the fear was there. Because, you know, they take advantage of people who they think don't know what they're talking about. But anyway, so, now I know that my bike can hold 2 gallons of gas. And, which, I mean, I already knew that because, like, that doesn't change. But, like, the amount in which the bike is able to run off of a certain amount of gas does change, and I learned it is the amount of gas, or the miles I can drive, is 120 on like chill roads. Probably like 80. Oh god. Oh. Okay, I'm back. I think. What was that? Anyway. I think I get 80 miles on the highway and 120 on like country roads, which makes sense, you know. It makes sense. So here we are, and now I know, and that's the most important part. Because now I can calculate for that amount of gas to be used and those miles. Yeah. So sometimes you just have to learn the hard way. Just learning while driving is never good. Yeah, agreed. The fact that like my bike turned off, I was going 40 miles an hour on the road was like insane to me. Like my brain really just went like, oh, fight or flight, how about let's fight or fix the problem. It was insane. I'm like very surprised that my brain was capable of working that fast under that much pressure. Which like it makes sense that it would, cause like I grew up horseback riding and that like takes a lot, you know, like when your horse just randomly starts bucking, you gotta like think fast of like, okay, where am I going, what am I doing, how am I getting out of this situation, you know, how am I not gonna die. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I definitely have to give props to that, since I know some people who just have a mental breakdown in every situation. Exactly. I mean, like, to be fair, I wish I could give myself, like, the opportunity to have a mental breakdown in any situation. I feel like that would be freeing in some senses. But unfortunately, I'm the one who fixes the problem. Even if it's other people's problems, I have to fix it, so it sucks. But here we are. And then people get angry at me because I'm trying to fix their problem, and they don't want me to fix their problem, they just want to vent to me. And I can't tell the difference. But that's just being neurodivergent, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? And theys. They, thems. You know, it is what it is. At the end of the day. I am so tired. But yes, I really want to take you guys on a motorcycle ride sometime. I think it would be fun if I did a stream where I was like, I had like a GoPro and we like rode around together. I think that would be cool. I just don't know how it would be possible. Like, it might have to be like a pre-recorded thing. First I have to get the GoPro, you know, that's like number one. Why am I glitching all the time? Okay, let's see. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool, very snazzy. Very chill. Very chill. Okay. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Why do I keep glitching? Because of this? Is it not bright enough for you, webcam? That's annoying. Okay, well. Yay! Okay. Now I'm gonna do low lights. Kinda don't wanna do. Wow. Look at this. Oh yeah, I think I wanted to say was I got accepted into college. Yay! Finally found out what I wanted to do with my life last year, so I'm going, that's amazing. I'm so fucking excited for you. That's fucking fantastic. Congratulations. Getting into college is not easy. You go. That's awesome. Wow. I hope you celebrated. Did you celebrate? I hope you did. You deserve it. Got me donuts. Amazing. Amazing. I love that. That's fantastic. What do you know what you're going to be doing in college? Like what you want to study? Hello, turtle. Hello. Welcome back. Going for English literature writing? Ooh, for teacher certification? That's awesome. Need it since I plan on living and teaching abroad in Japan in the future. That's cool. That's so amazing. Wow. That's fantastic. Holy shit. That's fucking amazing. I'm not gonna ask you what college you're going to because that's like, I don't want to dox you. But I think that's awesome. You do it. You go get them. You grab life by the balls and you're like, no bitch, you work for me now. You know? I respect that. I respect that. I feel like everyone needs to grab life by the balls and say that, you know? Yeah, life, I own you now. Exactly. Exactly. That's so fucking amazing. You guys are so amazing. Are you gonna join the JET program? Is that what you're gonna do? For the teaching abroad in Japan? That's exactly what I plan to do. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Just realized that I fucking hate the English language. Why would I spend my life teaching it if I hate it? But yes, I did think about that. There's a lot of different programs like that. There's like the JET program for like Japan. There's also one for like Korea and like Taiwan and like Vietnam. It's pretty cool. Looks like I will have to. I'm gonna sit here and retrace all my lines. You know, I love my low light thing, but like, it's so annoying to have to do every single time. Like, I already drew these lines, so I don't have to draw them again. I had English too. Looking at my transcript, I had straight A's across the board in English. Wow. English honors. That's amazing. So hopefully it ain't too bad. That is fair. That's fucking amazing. I unfortunately have dyslexia. So it makes it kind of hard to read books. Doesn't stop me from reading fanfiction though. Fanfiction to me is like different from like books. I mean, like, in my opinion, I think fanfiction most of the time is written better than books, but you know, it is what it is. But you gotta do awesome romance. Yeah, romance really out here grabbing life by the balls. I respect that. Fucking awesome. Fucking fantastic. I'm honored to know you, Rodmans. I feel like. Thank you, very much appreciated. Of course! Out here squeezing some life balls. Love to see it. Exactly. Love to see it. Love to see it. You are correct. Back in the day, I mean, you know, in school period, I never really read the required material, you know. But I was into poetry for a bit, but not because I liked poetry, more like because it was like aesthetic. It's just like really like cringy of me to say. But that was the reason. I was like, I'm an artist. I have to be good at all art. Poetry is art. I'm gonna be good at poetry too. So was it really an interest, or was it just like me trying to like fit into a mold that someone else made? I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit too introspective for this late at night. Also, I could put the cards in Discord, but save it in here. Fair enough, fair enough. Because I already kind of doxed myself on another streamer's stream. Oh no! Understandable. I will look up some notes or summaries online or ask people for a summary. Yep. Unless the reading material interests me. Yeah. I am read Spark Notes. Which is kind of why sometimes I say the Spark Notes version of the story is, you know, or like, you know, when it's like story time and like telling a story. And like Spark Notes version is, that's why. Spark Notes were my lifeline in school. Yeah, me too. Me too. She's so pretty. Also, Miko looks freaking amazing and gorgeous. Yes, I would agree. She really does. Not gonna lie, the music kind of fits her too. Like it's kind of playful, and it's kind of like deep, a little dark. Like there's something hidden there. That reminds me, I saw a reel on Instagram. This girl got out of a coma. Damn! And the first thing she did was draw Miku. That's amazing. That would be me if I ever fell into a coma. Hit me up with Miku. And just like start playing some Vocaloid shit. I'll wake up immediately. Are you sure that wasn't me? That's the real question. Okay. White color, yay! don't know, maybe a doppelganger, because when I saw that I immediately thought it was something you would do. Yes, completely correct. I would do that in a heartbeat, 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts. That is exactly what I would do. You know, I haven't drawn Miku except for that one time because I'm afraid that I'll mess her up. Like, realistically speaking, I know that I won't, but like I'm scared that I will. So I don't draw her nearly as much as I should. The last time I drew her was when I drew my background screen, and before that, I don't think I'd ever like seriously drawn Miku. So I was afraid I wouldn't do her justice. I'm still afraid to not do her justice. She's very important to me. I also still haven't cosplayed Miku because she's very important to me. And I don't want to not do her justice. But I have this plan of like putting like LEDs like in her outfit and like in her hair and like everything. And making them like pulsate with the beat and like installing speakers into the skirt and like everything. But I haven't yet because I don't want to make her